Hiddegomp Schlof. Ah. Hmm.
Hello. There we go. I think chat can hear me now. Warren, I am eating food. Oh, hello. It's just a me stream. I wanted to stream some Sims while I was making the sim and starting. Why are your eyeballs so make-upped? Let's try that. Move that. Okay, we have long eyeliner. Okay, no makeup. Just long eyeliner. To help them pupils. Okay, beautiful. I'm glad y'all can hear me. I'm gonna make my stereotypical sim. Don't be surprised. It's a very white-looking female, but I usually say they, them. Technically, my sim will use all pronouns. I don't expect anybody to have all the packs that I do. I just play for fun. Stereotypical sim time, yay. I want you to have glasses this time. Sure, but I think I'm gonna change it to less eyeliner. Yeah, that's better. Bring some actual life in the cheeks, maybe? That's too much life. Nope. Way too much life. Yeah, that works. How's Anarchy? They are drained. They're taking a break. They're sitting behind me. They're just chilling while I do this. They have a lot less social energy than I do. And usually I just do this to entertain myself. I don't usually talk to people. If you go back in any of my past YouTube videos, I have a hard time keeping up with the vocal aspect of playing. I will when they're not taking a social break. I don't want you to have a tattoo. However, I want you to have skin details. I'm gonna go with... Nope. I want that one.
Huh?
I'm gonna go with that one. I'm gonna go with this one. some of my Sims gonna have Vital Ego. I don't know what those are. I'm not gonna act like I know.
Huh.
They do the cough. Do the not fun. How has my day been so far? Chaotic but good. What are those shoes? I'm gonna act like I know what I'm talking about. I don't always know what I'm talking about. Doesn't mean I'm stupid, that just means that I'm not all caught up on knowledge.
Oh.
Average sneakers. We'll do the white ones. You missed us? You just saw us, but you missed us? That's amazing. I wish I missed myself. Goes to show how my self-esteem works. Okay, that shirt tucks in. I don't really want that, though. I'm going for this vibe this time. I knew it. I knew I couldn't trust you to dress yourself. Stupid Sims always trying to think that they're good at dressing themselves. You know what? We're gonna fix this the easy way.
Alubar Nilkoi.
Cool. Okay. See, this is why my Sims aren't allowed to dress themselves. Why do you have makeup on every single...
Limla Ozarzusa. Kenda.
There, you want to be an emo?
Eureka.
Have a moment. Cool.
Oh.
Great.
Roya Zangs.
You relatively dressed yourself pretty decently. We're gonna put you in
Skuma.
this.
Semba.
Beautiful. We're gonna say that you want to learn how to cook. You're a genius.
DZ Wog.
Your practice makes perfect. No, you're not. You're creative.
Huh. Oh.
And so you're active.
Whew.
Sure. I already gave them pronouns, game. Aw. Well, thank you for missing us. I don't know how else to say thank you for that, so. Mac and cheese. I don't know what season I want to do, so you choose. Oh, thank you. Alrighty. Oops. I dropped a fork. I will pick it up later. I accidentally unplugged my remote. We're good now. This does not leave my sim with much money. We're going based on the season. Oh, maybe I can get the fork off the floor without bending down. Not like I need to use it to eat anymore. At least not right now, not until it's washed. Stay over there. Two people watching. Oh, and gone. Just as quickly as they came, they left. Cut some nice, thick sim noises. I know you're still here. You're the one person who's viewing. I'm not watching my own video this time. Not unless I feel the need to. Alrighty. Her sim wants to share their ideas and wants to make a group meal. I don't know about the group meal, honey, but we'll try. Why don't you go shape the pot? I may end up being quiet if you're not consistently interacting with me, so I apologize. And if the game breaks, I also apologize for that, because I have limited storage on my PlayStation. So we're working with what we got. Alright. Let's see what this looks like in first person. Interesting.
Huh.
Snip. Snip, snip.
Ah. Oh.
Sometimes their head disappears when you come out of first person. Okay. Well, they're enjoying that. Do we have a TV on this lot? No. What we do have is a mirror. So we're gonna practice acting. I know they want to be a chef, but we're gonna try to be an actor first so we can get a bunch of foods. Look at that beautiful bonsai. That's amazing. What color should I make the pot? I want you guys to genuinely interact with this stream a little more. I'm not gonna tell you guys, oh, choose everything. This is just the base of how I feel like I want the sim to be. Ash. We got aqua, brown, blue, gray, and green, so I'm assuming Ash is like gray. They must have shoes somewhere on their lot because they are walking around barefoot. Oh, aqua? Okay. I will change it to aqua. No problem. It was black before. I wanted to give it some color. They have a bunch of phone designs. So there's the covers. Just choose a number of those if you want to go. We're going from, this would be 1, this would be 2, maybe 3. You know, it's just the color of their phone cover. So when they're holding their phone, it'll show up a certain way. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. And then choose a background color. This is what we see as we're game playing. So example, this one would be like this. This one would be like this. And if you don't like it, you can just tell me and we can work on a different color. She's gonna be really, or they're gonna be really loud if we go downstairs. 3? Alright.
Noosh. Bench Wicho Baba Exinoi Mushka. Moanaya. Moanaya? Moanya. Neeb. One news. From Meshka Fanaya. Ambuya. Panadayola. Neeb Wanush. Bomita Fenoi Kidop.
I like getting really close to The Sims and seeing what their life is like.
Neeb Wanush. Bomita Fenoi Kidop. Dromis.
Where did the mirror go?
Dolphus Rebuda.
It like disappears. Oh no. The welcome wagon is so loud. I have to figure out how to fix that. We've got one person. Do we want to try to meet this person? And how do we want to treat this person? So, those are the options. So, whatever option you think, what kind of introduction should we do? We're gonna stop practicing that while you decide what one we're doing. Friend me. Friendly. Yep. Freemdly. We're gonna be freemdly. Okay, you can stop examining the bonsai. Decide to put shoes on. There we go. No, you're fine. I like how you spell it sometimes because I get to say the word.
So, Loonies, Gelsey, Nepa, Brinka Shalbo, Spobani, Jessene, Zisamba.
So you're gonna be our friend, so we're gonna invite you in the house. You're at least gonna be our friend. I don't know if we're gonna best friend you. I don't know if we're gonna partner you. But what we are gonna do is we're gonna be friends with you.
Bon and Gravi? Oh, Kalimpo. Oh, Yibs.
You gonna follow your friend inside and go have some fun? Oh, hello, sir. Do you know this person? Oh, I think they are in a relationship. Never mind, I'm not splitting up marriages. So far we're doing friendly introductions. When we find someone random that's not part of the welcome wagon, then we'll change what type of introduction we do, just to keep it, not boring, to say the least. I'm gonna take that.
So.
Uncultured swine is still wearing his shoes.
Shiruna.
You have a very high-pitched voice, sir.
Nuloi Sawata.
I guess that's more, correct for the area. So, these people are our friends. We want to make a group meal. So, let's try cook together with both of them. And we're gonna have them make a ham dinner and see how that works out. I don't want to chat with you. I think if we've already had our introduction, yeah. Thank for coming. I'm gonna thank them for coming because that would be nice. Leaving the book out. How dare you?
Okay, Yibs.
I think we might need more counters if we're gonna cook with them. So let's see what the price of the counter is, because I'm not opposed to selling things in this game. I know some people are. They're like, oh, realistically, you just moved in, so you shouldn't be able to just sell things and get counters and stuff. You have to, like, naturally do it. But if I can help it, I'm gonna change some things up. Whoops. There we go. So, that's not too different. As long as we have enough to make the food.
Gobi? Mumba Yali Doba.
Ah, fricajane.
Oh, Wixon.
Excuse me, stop having your flirty interactions in my house.
Mwah.
They're just flirting in my Sim's house.
Oh, Roy.
Stop! Stop!
Zimze Haben.
They're ttoo romantic. I wouldn't be able to split up their marriage anyways. If they're just autonomously doing that.
Nosy Grove.
Quex. Narfa Noi.
Yes. Lara. Ah, Dunda. Elsa Nibs.
Tiru, Swaby.
Impreba.
Will you stop talking to her like that? You invited me to a party? Hold on. You invited me to a party. You're not vocal. Like I can't hear you because your headsets.
Oh, sorry.
Hi.
I can't hear you, so I was trying to get upset.
I was just streaming The Sims to give you the social break you needed. I believe it was either Franny or Ratchet. One of them had said hello and said they missed us.
I saw Nico on the
They said hi, Anarchy.
Hi.
It's so interesting to see Sims cook together in this game now.
It's kind of cute, to be honest. Do we have the new stuff yet?
Yeah. So if you log into your Sims, you should be able to. I made my generic Sim. They're gonna take on acting first, but they actually want to be a chef. It was you who said it? Okay, it was Ratchet who said it.
Yeah, I figured it was Nico because I saw their name pop up.
Nico, right. See, I see them as Ratchet, so my brain's like, that's the name they go by.
No.
No,
I want to pride myself on being able to based on their username and be able to call them.
You gotta talk a little louder, honey, because I can't hear you over the Sims talking to each other.
I was saying I actually want to pride myself on knowing our subscribers.
Yeah, I would also like to, considering the fact that we're systems, we usually have to keep track of multiple people anyways.
Yeah.
I know it's just your YouTube name. It's hard to, for me to keep up with this user is this, so.
That's typically my job, to be honest.
Reba from almost Dennis Warma Homa. How go we? How about Saba?
He took so long to join the cooking. But we have cooking skill level 2 now for cooking with other people, so maybe we'll invite these people over more. Cooking together, close sentiment. Sims that cook together stay together. Without food, we would not exist. It is food that created us, food that connects us, food that binds us. That's cute. It's a sentiment in The Sims. Oh. We have a need to we're gonna try to keep up with needs. That doesn't mean we're gonna be able to do it.
I literally only popped on to say hi to the chat and to let you know I'm paying attention to you, not necessarily the stream, but I'm probably gonna end up taking a nap on the floor. Because I want to be in the same room, and I know how you are.
Oh yeah, you didn't have to like make a party or play or anything. I just wanted to chill because I know you don't have the social energy, so I was trying to give you that social distance
Would you be
while
upset
being in the same room.
that you're-
No, it's just you know how I am.
I know. But I also know streaming is probably the perfect time for me to do this. Listen, you guys keeping you company right now.
Yeah, right now. That's until they're unavailable.
And then you can go bug Gabby because it's off.
What I wanted to do is I wanted to take a break from socializing in general, and I wasn't actually going to use my mic, but then Nico came in like immediately, and I was like, okay, now I'm going to be social. Changed my mind.
I know some specific people that are, you know, followers that are just giving off good vibes are great. Nico, if you decide to rewatch my stream from earlier, please God ignore the chat.
Yeah, the chat was a bit rambunctiously 18 plus content. And though we're usually okay with that, it's we tend to go in between being okay with it and really not being okay with it very quickly.
It was starting to be, I don't want to fucking socialize with anybody, so I ended up stopping streaming because I just couldn't handle it anymore. You know, there's it's all fun and good until, like, my BPD starts to do this. Like, I don't mind some things, but other things, hey, people are humans, be kind. Just, that's all I ask.
It's fine, you're used to it.
I was pretty sure that those were teenage boys being teenage boys, so, like,
it sounded like teenagers or, like, kids who are just hitting puberty that are just realizing what half of these things are. There's a reason why it's...
The slang was what made me sure that it's teenagers. It's either Elder Gen Z, or not Elder Gen Z, late Gen Z, or Elder Alpha. That's what made my brain think of
I had to make my sim shut up while you were talking. No, you're fine. You are fine.
I know you think that, but
Nico said, yeah, true. I don't know what yeah, true to, but yeah, true.
the slang.
Why is my public reputation so bad if I just greeted and... How do I get my public reputation up?
Yay!
With neutral reputation, other sims won't be Oh. Hello, phone? Okay.
Wait, what do you mean there's a new reward event tomorrow?
Charisma. Practice speech is charisma, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna... How long do I have till this gig? 2 days. It said the only thing that I needed to have was charisma. Oh, you're active. I gotta make sure my sim takes jogs. Go take a jog and then come back to practice speech and then... Oh, wait, you need to eat. Try to treat my sim like an actual human. I'm slightly hungry. Let's go eat an entire ham dinner.
Okay, I grabbed the thing.
Why are you not wearing shoes? Game, you're glitching again.
Because I don't want to wear shoes. How dare you?
It's winter time.
Oh.
And my sim is not in cold wear and is not wearing shoes. They're very much wearing summer wear, technically. And they live in Mount Kabui. No, never mind. They decided to put their shoes on after going for a jog. And then coming back. Like, they were on their way back and they were like, yeah, I'll wear shoes.
That's ridiculous.
Did you know eating certain things and exercising actually affects your sim's body figure?
No.
That's why there's a challenge of going from thick to slim, or slim to thick, I forget which one it is.
About the challenge. I knew about the challenge, it's just like, I didn't know which foods in the game, that's what I was saying.
If you give them just regular meals, it's fine, but if you feed them after they're full, it actually impacts their weight. Or if you let them technically, like, starve to passing out, it takes off, the measurement of it.
Oh, lots of this.
What you looking for?
I was going to the party screen. Get off, I just wanted to I love you. Oh.
Okay.
I didn't know if you were listening to music through your headphones or if you were talking to someone else, so I figured if I invite you to a party, you could just invite me if you were with Gabby or not.
No, I wasn't. Nico said they have a hard time with Sims, and they don't know why.
If they've played on like an Xbox console and they go to PlayStation, it's so hard to learn, but it's so worth it.
Shuna Glebe.
And playing on PC is so hard to learn. Like I was straight PC for like several years on Sims 4. On Sims 3, I played on my Xbox 360, but now I play Sims 4 on my PlayStation. So, you know. Okay, I'm gonna get off now. I love you.
I love you.
Nico, behave.
They said that they said I would use my name, but I'm a YouTuber, which makes sense.
Oh?
Because they don't have their name as Nico, they have it as Dr. Ratchet. So that's their YouTube name.
I consider them a friend, though. That's kind of why. They told us their name, so I consider them friend.
Tiz's internet friend. When we say we have no friends, it usually means we have nobody to talk to in person. Or that nobody's available out of our friends to talk to us. So if you ever hear us say, well, I don't have friends, well, yeah, you really don't have friends. That's usually us being like, damn, I wish I had somebody directly in front of me that wasn't my partners to talk to.
We wish we could hang out with somebody in person, like go to the movies or the mall and hang out, you know? That's what it is.
But we live in a place it's not restricted, it's just we don't have much transportation.
Our closest friend is like an hour's drive away, and we don't have a car, and neither of us have a license, so we can rent a car, you know?
And we also haven't talked to them in a bit because of the fact that, like, I get very put off. I get put off by people very easily, and it's not even their fault. It's usually my perception of what I'm hearing. So if I hear somebody complain about something for too long, even though I know that I also complained for too long, I immediately go, nope, I don't have the energy for this person. Mainly because of my own problems.
Yeah, but they also...
Hello, second person viewing.
And it's kind of hard to give them more advice when they don't take your advice to begin with, and then like, oh, this didn't work out the way I wanted it to, even though I didn't take the advice that was given to me, and it's just exhausting.
What are y'all's names? So we're systems, so we have system names, so when you're talking to us, there's Anarchy, and then there's Sensitive Monsters. Sensitive Monsters is who's streaming and who's talking right now, and Anarchy...
Hi, we are Anarchy, we are Chaos.
So,
that
it all depends.
Sorry. So... Our gamer tag is Arson the DM because that's the body's name, that's what the body goes by. But me as host, I have a separate name. Every single one of us respond to Arson, but like, you know. That's just how it is.
And we go by either Ash or Sage for the body, and sometimes you'll hear Alex as our other gamer tag is literally named after him in a combination of myself and other headmates.
Yeah.
Again,
you'll hear different headmates pop in and say hi, like...
You took the words right out of my mouth.
I'm pretty sure Red has come in the last couple of streams and said hi. I don't remember if he did for sure or not, but I remember him talking.
Ren did talk like 2 or 3 times, maybe.
I
Like,
know that
officially.
Like, okay, so you'll hear Ren, and you'll definitely hear our fictive Kenma talk a lot. Well, not a lot, but you'll hear them talk more than really anybody else when we're gaming. Because they
Video
like
games.
to game, I like to game. Yeah. If you know the name Kenma and recognize it from Haikyuu, yes, he is a fictive from Haikyuu. We are very fictive heavy, which means that due to our trauma and everything, we relate to characters and we relate to them so much that a fragment takes on that name and identity.
Persona.
Essentially, yeah.
So if anybody's ever seen or played Persona, they would know that Joker takes on the persona of whatever they first get, which is like, I think the thief or the jokester or something like that. Sorry, hold on. And basically they become another part of themselves. It doesn't mean that they're not them. It means that they've taken on the action of being something else to the rest of the world, or to the public, or even to themselves. I do wish I could hang out with y'all in real life. I mean, this is real life. It's just in person is what you meant. Sorry, I'm clarifying for myself.
So, another thing.
I'm feeling switchy. I can't tell who's near the front room.
So, integration is something that, headmates are integrating. That means that 2 headmates are combining, and sometimes they stay like that for a really long time. Some of them stay like that for a little amount of time and then split back out, or they stay together and create a whole new headmate. Alter, you know, alter and headmate are
The same thing.
are the same thing. They're equal to each other.
I just prefer headmate because of the fact that they say like it's an alter of the mind, and I'm like, well, it's not technically altered to me, so that's why I use headmate, because technically they are in our head and they are like, they're a mate, they're a friend, they're a family, or they're even an enemy, which enemy mates are a thing. So
we use the term alter more because it just is easier for us to say. Because we're dyslexic and we have dyscalculia as well, it's really hard for us to talk sometimes because...
Can I make your dyslexia be happy and also upset at the same time?
No, because I'm tired. What?
Alter has the same letters as later.
I hate you. Was it?
Alter is A-L-T-E-R. If you just switch the L and the A for alter, it's L-A-T-E-R. Sorry, I had a moment.
But, basically what I was talking about is, like, there's that, and then there's switching, which that one kind of mentioned, is when alters switch, he's fronting. It's basically like when you switch POVs in a book. Sometimes, what?
Sorry, I was trying to put the book away. What are we doing?
I was explaining switching.
Chef. What career is this? This isn't the chef career. Why are we doing the acting career if we want to be a chef?
I don't know, I was stage.
Because if we learn the food in that career, because when you're an actor you get a table full of food, we can learn the recipe by eating them, which then can translate later. Lifelong aspiration, asparagus.
I'm done explaining today. I am losing focus. You'll be good.
That's fine.
I love you, baby. I'm gonna go take a nap for a bit. Nico, be good. Wait, what did they say?
Y'all are very interesting, in my opinion. Thank you. I take that with a great pride.
Oh,
As long as you're not disrespectful, I don't care. If you're intentionally asking questions to know more and aren't being ignorant, then cool. I value knowledge above everything else.
I'm
That's
gonna have scrambled
There's a
eggs with
lot.
bacon.
There's a lot of complex things about us, all of us.
Considering that being a system comes from things like complex PTSD, depression, anxiety. It's a combined amount of stuff
well,
with amnesia and
it technically comes from the root of it. Most cases are caused between the ages of 3 and 9 due to severe childhood trauma.
yes, which if you have trauma in your childhood and it's any form of repetitive, it is considered PTSD, which you need a repetitive or an extreme trauma in order to get either diagnosis. And I'm saying that based on research. I am in no way a professional. I am saying as someone who is fighting for a lot of diagnoses and people who technically don't have the right to diagnose me but know about the diagnoses and work with people who have said diagnoses have told us in multiple occasions that we do sound like we have these diagnoses and that we should get them checked out. So if you hear me say I'm being autistic and stuff like that, I'm fighting for that diagnosis right now. I am not classified as autistic on my charting yet. So when I say, oh, autism brain, that's usually me just trying to tell you guys that I feel like I'm having an autistic moment, or I feel like I relate to the autism spectrum, or in general, I feel like this would fit into autism, or ADHD, or depression, or anxiety, or whatever it may be.
I also have had a lot of people tell me that I'm autistic, and a lot of those people were autistic themselves, or very close to autistic people, or, you know...
Or a professional who cannot technically diagnose you at the time because it takes years and a lot of research in order to actually diagnose you. You can only be diagnosed during a neuropsych eval or by a neuropsych themselves, which is a brain psychology doctor.
So, another thing to note about us is there's a lot going on, like different autisms say different things, will have different mannerisms. But most of our mannerisms will be pretty similar, especially because we all mimic as host. Like, we all mimic the host.
Before I forget, a lot of people will say, oh, so your system, kind of like the movie Split. I'm going to say yes and no. I'm going to put a big no because that is a stereotypical way of looking at a system. People who do not understand systems, who are neurotypical, who want to technically take it out of proportion and put it into their own words might use Split as an example, explaining it to someone else if you've ever seen that movie. But no, systems are most likely never going to murder someone or anything like that. They're more likely to hurt themselves than others. And in addition to that, that is a production, which means that everything is glorified so that way people who are watching get a feel for the character.
So, another thing to note is that the only kind of stabbing that any of our system does is
Inner world, which you should also explain.
Inner world is the world within our mind. It's the world where all headmates or alters live.
Some systems don't even have what they call an inner world. A lot of systems have to fight for that. I'm not trying to interrupt you. By that, I mean not all of them have a clear sight of what that looks like. Some people who go into therapy will be told, I need you to picture a room. And then weeks later, they'll be asked to picture the room with either a seat or a table. Okay, now what's in that room? Is there a pencil? Is there a paper?
Time out. We were a system that could not see our inner world properly and still have very hard time seeing it while we are fronting. We know it's there. We've acknowledged it since before we knew we were a DID system. I thought I had multiple. Well, it wasn't me, but it was our previous host that thought we had multiple personality disorder. Come to find out, somebody else showed us that we have DID because it got reclassified, and This is just how we are, who we are. Um, it's something that I don't like is when people say, "Oh, well, are all of you going to integrate into each other?" No, our system never wants that. It doesn't matter if we get smaller, but if our main team, like the people who are here from when we were 15, disappear, we're going to lose everything.
Most people who have trauma, which there is only actually one type of system, but communities have made it to where there's two. There is the faking type, and then there's traumagenic.
Okay, systems can only be traumagenic, love.
No, that's what I'm trying to get to. The community has made a fake version of systems where people act like they are systems when they're not systems.
No. The pick-me's are literally saying that they're intergenic, which you cannot be a system without trauma.
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. Look at me.
You were saying it wrong.
Look at me. I'm trying to explain it. That's the word I needed. Okay, there's traumagenic and there's endogenic. Endogenic is not an actual system. It is not classified. It is not something that is an actual system. It is...
Shush. There are only traumagenic. There are only ever traumagenic.
That's what I'm trying to explain. You're cutting me off so I can't actually explain it the way I need to.
Yes, but you're going to confuse people.
That's why I'm trying to clarify it, and I need you to stop interrupting me so I can clarify it. Endogenic is an actual system. These are people who have been diagnosed or classified as people who have a form of multi-personality disorder, which has been reclassified into DID. There can also be...
My love! You
Stop
said
shouting.
Endogenic.
Stop.
You said endogenic.
Traumagenic.
This is why I was getting upset.
That's why I needed you to not interrupt me, because now my mind is mixed. I am trying to fix it. Okay, so traumagenic is a system. Endogenic is not a system. Endogenic is the belief that you do not need trauma to be a system, which is false. In order to get the diagnosis of either DID, OSDD-1B, or OSDD-1A, and other such dissociative disorders that could also be personality disorders, depending on what you believe in, because some people believe personality and dissociative disorders should be put together, because it is the dissociation of one's mind, which also creates a different personality or persona. Endogenic is basically people saying, I want to end all be all, but we're a system. That's false. Traumagenic are people who have trauma, who are systems, because you cannot have a system without having trauma. Hello, person. Lag. Lag, you're not helpful.
A really good way to tell if you have that kind of trauma is if you can't remember your fucking childhood. Like my parents say, I was never abused at all, but they're lying. Because I wouldn't have the traits I do if it weren't for them. As in, like, I can't tell my parents anything. I'm a very sneaky person. I hide everything, and I hate it because they made me this way. They made me this way, and I cannot stand it. And the reason I don't want my family on my channel is because I don't want them to know that I'm actually being me and living my truth. Because as much as my mother might say she's supportive, she's really not. I love her. Don't get me wrong, I love my mom. She is not supportive of me as who I am, even though she said she is. I do not believe her. My brother is the only person in my family, other than my cousin, that I can rely on. And I'm so far away from them, it doesn't even matter anymore. Like, physically so far away. Yeah. That was a little bit of a trauma dump, I apologize. Love, I didn't mean to cut you off. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I love you.
I'm very, you know how I am about psychology,
Yes, I know.
and I was trying to explain it and you interrupted me, which mixed up what I was trying to say, and my BPD immediately thinks that you're attacking me.
I'm not. I'm trying to keep you from spreading misinformation.
But you interrupted me, which made me spread misinformation. And that's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm sorry.
I can't explain it if you keep going, no, nope, no, love. You can't interrupt me like that. Because it does not make it to where I can communicate properly. And that's why a lot of any form of argumentation that we have is usually me trying to tell you you need to stop trying to interrupt me so I can actually explain what I'm trying to say. No, you didn't cause any of this. This is how our BPD works. We have borderline personality disorder. Both official diagnoses got given to us within the past year and a half. So, borderline personality disorder is the extension or extenuation of an emotion that can then increase. It is also caused by things such as trauma. It usually is mixed with depression, anxiety, OCD, and other such things. But usually it has to do with how the person takes things internally and also how they express them outwardly, as well as usually having any substance use problems. On top of that, there is also relationship issues, having suicidal ideations, and other things like that. And I say suicidal lightly on this channel because I do not want to get into the deepness of how that works and how traumatic that can be. Anytime we say any words that trigger anybody else, we're not intentionally trying to trigger anybody. And a lot of people who have BPD don't understand that when you're triggered, that you need to back away and that you usually need to take a break. And I lost my thought again. I'm so switchy I can't tell.
I like to call BPD bipolar plus.
Which there is other bipolars. There's manic depressive
It's just a joke though. Like that's just because my cousin's
a lot
bipolar.
of people also mix bipolar and BPD a lot. BPD is a little more than bipolar, and it's similar to bipolar in the way of emotionally changing for a certain amount of time. So BPD is usually short bursts, where bipolar is usually within days.
Babe, I need you to do a thing.
What thing?
Stick your hand in. I
No.
like the song. Why?
Because I do not feel comfortable with that.
You don't want to stick your hand in the popcorn?
No.
Why not? Babe, look.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't look comfortable to me.
It's soft. Okay. I'm gonna go take a nap because.
You were supposed to do that before we had the whole conversation.
Yeah. I don't know when to shut the hell up though. Do you want my light on?
Yes. I want the lights switched.
You want that light to be off?
Turn me on like a light switch. Sorry. I was having a moment.
You, my love.
What?
You're probably gonna be the forgetful, and you have a hard time telling. You need to go to the bathroom.
No.
Yeah.
No.
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 Sure.
No, I don't need the bathroom right now.
Okay. You'll hear me do that just to make sure that they don't,
By the way, BPD and DID are not fun whatsoever. People glorify these mental illnesses a lot. It is not fun to forget your own identity. It is not fun to forget your social security number, your bank account information. It is not fun to argue with your partner over small things multiple times a day. Over things that really you shouldn't be fighting over. Like, we literally, at one point, I think we fought because of the fact that you opened something the wrong way, and we got upset about it, and then we started ranting about all the things that usually bother us that are small, as if it was ammunition. And a lot of people would call people who are in BPD relationships toxic, when it's just two people trying to figure out their own emotions and each other's. And because we're possibly autistic, we also have a lot of communication issues. So, communicating our emotions to each other and ourselves also gets in the way, which usually creates arguments. But we're in therapy, and we're trying to get that one in therapy, so that way we can all collectively understand ourselves.
So, a thing to note is literally last night. The night before.
Just now, actually.
No,
with the,
not even that. I'm talking about, like, forgetting your bank info information. This one deleted the banking app. Oh. I can't log into it on mine. And so, he freaks out. So it just goes to show of, like, we go through intense emotion. Like, one of us can be completely calm like I was that night. And the other one can be dead ass at 100% freaking out.
A lot of people say that, by a lot of people, I mean people with BPD, say about themselves is that my emotions are at 1,000. The normal race is at 100, and then neurotypical people are at 50. We have such extreme emotions that if we don't express them immediately, it feels like we're being attacked. It feels like we're being locked in a room. It feels almost claustrophobic even, to not be able to get those emotions out. And because we were diagnosed with ADHD, which we learned we actually just have to reinitiate another neuropsych in order to actually get the evaluation, because they're like, we don't have your old records, and that's the only reason why you're not diagnosed with ADHD. On top of that, because of anxiety, it looks like you're masking your ADHD with anxiety. So until you allow yourself to unmask, which is really hard for people with mental illness, it's going to be hard to get those diagnoses. What? Sorry. Dissociating. What? Love you. Yeah, in the underworld. I'm not stepping over this. Until this room is clean, I'm not stepping in many places. That's what I wanted to do today, but that didn't turn out the way I hoped.
Luca's a little upset because he just wants to cuddle, and you're telling him no. What'd they say?
They feel like they caused the argument because they sparked the conversation. No. Do not blame yourself for anything that happens with anybody else's emotions, thoughts, or conversations. It is between either that person or those two people, or even that system alone.
Okay, so a thing to know is if we're ever upset, it's most typically no one else's fault except for I let emotions build a lot because I don't know how to talk about things. Literally, it's that I didn't want them spreading misinformation, and I was trying to correct them while they were speaking, and that was the problem. It is on me. It is not your fault. That was fully on me, and I recognize it. And I apologize, my love.
We don't mean to make you feel like we're fighting. Usually this is both of us just trying to talk over each other because we're trying to explain something, and we're both really bad at communicating. We're not actually fighting. Usually, like, even when we do have any form of argument, we literally remind each other that we love each other, and that we know that we're heated, and that this moment will pass, and we'll figure it out together.
Literally, one of the most sad things in an argument between us. All I wanted to do was show you that I love you. Okay, then why are we fighting? I don't know. How do we fix it? I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
you
trying to keep-
your volume was at like a 20. Explaining. No, you're fine.
My vocal is really hard to control because my throat hurts, which is another reason why I'm trying to go take a nap. My vocals are shot, so if they do,
I'm gonna be ending this stream and probably going to a different one later. I don't know if I'm gonna stream Minecraft or not. I don't know if I'm gonna stream Stardew or not, but I'm ending the Sims stream. So any tension that was in this stream, I wanna leave it here. Doing YouTube videos tells me that these things happen and that it's realistic, and I can leave it here, and you guys are supportive in the way of genuinely trying to understand, at least the people who stay and aren't just coming in like, can I join your little Minecraft world so I can become famous? No, we don't want famous, we want friends. We want people who genuinely understand. We don't want Lunchbox friends.
essentially, yeah. I don't mind if, like, people that are under 13 that consistently come and talk with us in our streams and actively form conversations. I don't mind if Nico eventually or now gets added to the Discord. I really don't. If they put in the effort to come and socialize with us over several days, I do not mind them being in the Discord.
You are a friend. I consider you a friend already.
Yeah, me too. I know you by name. If I didn't know you by name, you would be considered one of
If
my
we
friends.
didn't take the time to tell you and talk to you this extensively, and we're not getting on your ass about something, usually means you're our friend. And if you are a friend and we start getting on your ass, it's because we're already friends. That we kind of pester our friends in the way of, hey, pay attention to me because I feel like I might be abandoned. Oh, you're welcome.
So, like, another thing to note is we're hypocrites at times, and it's
Oh, at times. I'm heavily a hypocrite.
I'm saying that you're more of a hypocrite than I am at times. And sometimes it's the reversed. But like, something you need to know is we were always going to push our friends to do better than us, because it doesn't matter how far we are lagging behind, as long as everyone at the end of the day has taken a step forward. It doesn't matter how many steps back you end up taking, as long as you take a step forward, it does not matter. As long as you are working towards being better, it doesn't matter. Nobody is perfect. That is not the goal we are working for. The goal we are working for is for everybody to end up loving themselves. That's it.
You know, if I get some good sleep, maybe Tuesday to Wednesday next week, I might do the 24-hour stream and see if I can do it again. I might try to do a 24-hour stream.
You need to pop a monster at the beginning, like the 6-hour mark, the 12-hour, and so on and so forth. At
Don't
least
do what we do. We're trained professional idiots.
No. I inherited my dumbass title. Mine's hereditary. I wasn't trained. I was born into this life.
If you want terrible people syndrome, meet my family. Same. Trained professional idiot, or you got genetic dumbassery. I've got genetic fuckery.
I'm come from a long line of dumb fucks that are like to pick up swords and fight people that they view as morally wronged. Hell, my family was the reason that one of the walls were put up against the Romans. Like,
Joy. Alright, we're gonna end this stream though.
Nico, if you want to join the Discord, you're fully welcome to.
It is in the YouTube description. It is also in the video description. And if you look back in the last video in the chat over by the 3rd hour, we had already sent the links in the chat. On the trained professional of being an asshole.
Nice.
I agree. Okay. I agree with the sentiment. Alright, thank you for watching. I'm gonna disappear now. Bye.